Welcome back to Stay Tuned. I'm Tony Angelo. This is my YouTube channel. It's been a while. I'm gonna get you guys up on a couple of things. Let's see, my Porsche 911, sold that thing for about 20 grand, so did great on that. Love that car, but not really a convertible guy. I've got my 240 here, and we've been working on it. I've got sort of an episode, half an episode shot on this thing, and the more I dig into this car, the grosser it gets. This is the fuel pump holder and hat. It's disgusting. Every time I touch this car, I feel like I have to get a tetanus shot. It's nasty. My goal was to like get on track this year, right? And I was like, I want to get back to drifting. I want to get back to E-Town. I want to have some fun. I'll buy this car. We'll get the SR20 fired up and get it rocking. I actually have a monstrous amount of GK Tech stuff that's going to make this car sick. So it's really going to be a rad project, but I literally, I cannot wait anymore to get on track. I can't do it. This thing has become a bigger project, so what we're gonna do probably is give this thing a little runway, start building it up over the winter because it's starting to get cold as fall already. And instead, I just went out and bought something ready to drive. All right, so the idea was to get the car, bring it back here, give it a once over, and then head to the track, Englishtown Raceway Park. But I talked to Chris Nav at E-Town. He said the track is open and ready for us. So what we're gonna do now, Falcon sent me, because they're the best, 6 drift spares. These are little guys because it's a little power. We're gonna go grab the car out in like Lancaster and drive directly to the track and see if this thing's really drift ready. That's how I bought it. My buddy Jake, we are here picking up the car. He's got this killer car wash. This is Bowmansville Car Wash. And he's gonna soon have this big, beautiful race car shop. I'm looking at 10 giant lifts in a huge, awesome building. Name to be determined.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're out near Maple Grove and you need some stuff done, he's your guy. Your Great East Imports.
So Great East, I am Bowmansville Car Company as of right now.
Boom.
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
Great East Imports, not importing anything. You know, a shipping container's like 13 grand right now.
Like,
so I'm not importing anything. But so I don't know, we'll just freaking call it Jake's. I don't know.
Jake's Race Shop. Check it out. But yeah, it's in Bowmansville, right near Maple Grove. And here it is. This is my new drift beater. It's an E36, they call it, BMW 328. I know guys have been using these as cheap drift cars for a long time. If you guys at E-Town, Chelsea DeNova runs a drift school out of the Pacific Northwest where they use these things. They can really work. They're pretty affordable. I don't really know a damn thing about, let me give you everything I know about BMWs. It's got a 6-cylinder engine. It's got a 5-speed transmission. I bought this thing, track ready to rock. Very, very basic car. It's got dual caliper handbrake, hydraulic handbrake. It's got race seats. It's got a welded 3.9, which is the higher gear, automatic differential in the back. It doesn't have anything for steering angle yet. Brand new set of coilovers on it. It's got a full exhaust intake and a ROM tune or a chip tune or whatever it is. And that is about it. So we're gonna take this thing out. I don't know what engine. I know it's a 2.8 liter that makes like 200 some horsepower. I don't know the codes yet. MS50, 52, 54, I don't know.
M52, I think.
Is it sure? M52, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Here's what does matter. We're gonna take it out, have some fun with this thing. It's supposed to be a car that's seen the track a bunch of times, which is great. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen. I spent $4,000 buying the car and having it delivered from New Hampshire. I feel like that's a decent deal. It didn't matter. I was itching to get on track, but that's exactly what we're gonna do. Good? All right, we're just climbing in here. I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I could drive it like this. I was worried about reaching the pedals. It's not too bad. I think it'll be all right for today. Should probably check the oil and stuff. There's not what I would call precise. That's cool. Got 125,000 miles on the does. It's got a diff in the back. Make sure we take that out before we drive anywhere. It's straight. There's no rust on it, which is great for a car that's from 1990 something. I don't really know. Well, it looks good.
Yeah. Oh. Tastes all right.
I've seen better, but it's got some. Boy, it's thin.
We're gonna get thinner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Feeling iffy about this one. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll fall in love when it gets on the track. Jake says there's no power steering. Let's see how it feels. Mess around a little bit in the parking lot and load it up.
That's all right.
Yeah, the steering's a little wonky.
It's not great.
It doesn't,
No, it doesn't correct.
yeah, it's really weird.
It's not right. But you're the pro.
It doesn't help. I mean, sure.
Load it up.
Yeah, let's load it up. The steering feels like. Huh. No sense of camber. I mean, caster. So look, I turn the wheel to the right. Shit, I may not even take it to the track. Manual steering is one thing, a complete lack of everything else is another. Well, that kind of blows. All right. Huh. Steering is
It's not okay.
not okay. That's no fun. Yeah, that car steers terribly. You turn it left, it stays left. It's like super stiff, and it has no ability to return to center. All right, try it again. Wipers work. That's good. Nothing? Let me try pouring a little more in, see what happens. All right, so we're just gonna take it, see what it does, I think. I talked to my man, Chelsea DeNova, who's like E36 God. He's got 45 of these things at any given time. He told me to keep it really simple. He said, get an SLR steering angle kit, don't do the wonky E46 stuff that other people do with the different arms. He said, put a 330i rack in it from an E46, and he said, put spherical bushings in the rear trailing arms, and that's it. No subframe reinforcements, because he said I won't brake if I'm not a dickhead. I can't promise anything. So that's the plan out there right now, but I think we're just gonna take it to the track. Man, it doesn't steer well, but I'll just go out there and hammer it around anyway.
Celebrate together, because the comet comes tonight, and you and I are holding hands and staring at the sky.
Off E-Town. We just arrived at E-Town, Englishtown Raceway Park, best track ever.
Yeah.
This is my boy Chris Knapp. He runs the Killer Drift School here. What's it called?
East Coast Drift School.
East Coast Drift School. If you're looking to learn, this handsome fella will show you what's up. We just got the E36. I'm gonna drag it off. I talked to the kid. I texted the dude because I was like, hey, the steering feels like trash. And he was like, no, I just drove it at an event and it should work. And it's got, he said the pump has been replaced, which it does look newish. So I'm gonna put fluid in it, turn the wheel, see if we can get it to come alive, and then take this thing out on the track. Oh, but first we'll put some tires on wheels.
Gotta get some tires on the wheels first.
But yeah, we've got the whole place essentially to go mess around with.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked. We've got a couple hours left. Thank you, sir. I know you said you're out of here.
Yeah, I gotta bring my buddy to the airport, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
Sweet. All right, man. Appreciate it. I just want to take 1 second really quickly and just say what up to Grease Monkey Gloves. These guys have been huge supporters of the channel even before the first episode came out. I really love these gloves. They work awesome. I wear them all the time because they really work. If you follow Grease Monkey Gloves and Tangelo96, that's me, on Instagram, we do monthly giveaways. You've just been a big supporter of me and all my stuff forever. And it's great because, again, I love them, I use them, and they work. I don't know if we can get the steering fixed. If not, we might look like a bunch of clowns out there. Here's the deal, though. Worst day at the racetrack is a pretty damn good day. Here's the plan. Jack the car up in the air with the wheels off the ground. If the rack is not bent, it should be really easy to turn this thing left and right, and then we'll know it's just a hydraulic problem. But if everything's unloaded up in the air, and it's still really hard to turn, we know that the bar inside the steering rack is bent. Or something else is holding it up deeply. Yeah, it feels pretty technical. It's like notchy, super sticky. It should be really easy to move. You hear that? So I think this rack is wrecked, which is a bummer. Essentially, rack and pinion, there's a bar with teeth cut out of it, there's a pinion that goes through it, you spin it, the bar moves left and right, and it's got bearings, bushings on both sides of it. If it's bent out of whack, it's really hard to force through its travel. I think that's what I'm feeling here, which is a bummer. But I'm going to put more fluid in it, turn it a little more, and see what it does. But I think we're not fixing this today. Make sure it's got fluid in it, put some tires on it, hit the track. There's a pile of extra parts we may or may not use. A little bit of life left on these old tires. I've got 6 fresh Falcons, so we're gonna burn these down, load some good ones up and hit the road. Steering be damned, we don't need it. I don't know where reverse is, because I don't know these cars. I know where the gas pedal is, though. That's the big part. It's a bummer the rack is bent, because the rest of it feels halfway decent. But... okay. Yeah, background while I'm putting this on. So Englishtown Raceway Park is a legendary drag strip turned in about 2003. Matt Petty and his idiot friend Tony Angelo came to the owner at the time, Mike Knapp, and said, we want to do drift events. And he was like, hell yes you do. Let's do 10 the first year. We did that. Within another year and a half, I was in California as an American Pro Drifter. Those guys from Club Loose have been running events here ever since. It's the best. Tons of festivals, tons of overnights, partying, driving. It's awesome. I'm about to check the tires. Steering blows, essentially. It doesn't do anything it should do. You can't steer it on throttle, so I'm just doing this a lot. Chassis feels awesome, stiff, incredible grip out of the back end. It wants you to be on the pipe, on the throttle like the whole time. It feels like a big Corolla. So that part's great. Motor is awesome, low power, crazy responsive, really good instant torque, and I think we should probably toss some Falcons on here and get one more rip out here. Falcon sent us out some of their new 960 tires. This is regular all seasons because this is like a low grip scenario. Sweet. That works. It for this episode of Stay Tuned. I had a blast. My E36, the chassis is great, the motor's great, the clutch is whack, and the steering is terrible. But we took it to Englishtown. I had an absolute blast. I managed to essentially do the small course. It was very challenging and super fun. I can't wait till this thing works right. So I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna make it steer right. We're gonna put a little more angle in it, make it legit. But for now, we're out of gas pretty much. We're out of light, and we're out of time. So I figure some celebration burnouts. We'll see you guys next time. I love this car. I do love it. It's great. It drives awesome.